Hello. My name is Herman, and this is a teaser for my final project on Fate's interpretation of folklore. So, what is Fate? Fate is a multimedia franchise that started in 2004, and its basic premise is that mages summon characters from myths, legends, and people from real history to fight alongside them in wars called Holy Grail Wars. This is the basic outline for my project. I'll first start by explaining some necessary Fate terminology. Then I'll take three different characters and compare them to their original counterparts. Then I'll see how their folklore has been changed. This relates back to a lecture that we did that covered how stories change depending on who the story is being told by, being told to, the time, and the medium. And then I'll conclude with discussing how faithful the interpretations are. So, why did I only pick three different characters? Yeah, so there are a couple of series in the Fate franchise, and for the sake of my own sanity, I had to narrow it down to three. And those three are King Arthur, representing myths, Jack the Ripper, legends, Joan of Arc, history. I picked King Arthur because she's the poster child of Fate, and King Arthur is super easy to research. Jack the Ripper was kind of the impetus behind this project because the two different versions of Jack and Fate are very different from each other, and I find that super fascinating. And Joan of Arc was in a recent Fate video game that I played, and she was cool in it, so she gets to be here too. So, why is there only one version of King Arthur here? Well, there are multiple versions of the others. Her being the poster child is kind of the problem here because there are a lot of different variations of her. Only one of them is based on the actual Arthurian legends, and the others don't really fit, so I won't be using them. The sources for my project are Limos the Arthur, one of the more important books in the Arthurian legends, The Hundred Years' War Part 3, which covers the Hundred Years' War and Joan of Arc, and my secondary sources are Casebook, Jean d'Arc, and the Typeman Wiki, and these are just databases that make researching easier for me. While researching Jack the Ripper, I found an interesting fact that people like William Stewart and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle put forward a theory called Jill the Ripper that suggested that the killer behind the Whitechapel murders was actually a midwife or an abortionist on a revenge bender. And this is the bibliography and the photo credits. And one last thing, if Fate sounds interesting to you guys, I recommend watching these two videos. They kind of just break down the entire franchise and give you a recommended watch order because Fate is a daunting franchise to get into. So, yeah, thanks for listening.